And now we speak about Oga Obinna. He's had this trend for the last couple of months where he comes to work dressed up as something. Sometimes he's dressed up as an actual Oga. Sometimes he's dressed up as something else. He's been doing this for a bit, and it's also been added value when Kamenegoro also started wearing these outfits as well to work. And they started doing a matchy-matchy thing. Love it. Love it. However, people did come at him for that outfit. You see him right there looking like the Black Jesus. I love it. People came at him heavy. A lot of people are actually saying that they don't feel like it's right, that he has gone too far, that this is not the way to go, that a man should not be, trying to look like Jesus, and so on and so forth. And first of all, I love the caption that he had on the post, or I love the caption that he had when he was talking about this particular outfit. He said, "Today I decided to celebrate the goat of all goats, aka Jesus. I came to work as the greatest man who ever lived, the birthday boy himself, aka the Black Jesus." And he said, "Tune in to hear more miracles." I love that. It is cute. I love that he's actually going so far. In my mind, I'm just like, it's just like a Halloween costume. So what people who dress like Jeffrey Dahmer are somehow supposed to be offending someone. Don't we do this for Halloween, guys? Don't we dress up for Halloween like Benjamins and whoever's? Why is it that now, during the birthday of Jesus Christ, or at least the birthday week of Jesus Christ, we have a problem with Oga Obinna wearing this? And it seems that he actually did have the same sentiments. When people came at him for telling him, oh, he's being blasphemous and so on, the Christian Crusaders, he actually did say this: "The list of people who can tell me anything about Jesus, oh, you shouldn't do this, oh, you shouldn't do that. You are not Jesus. You aren't a Christian. You have never seen Jesus." Most of all of us grew up with Robert Powell, the actor, as Jesus. You probably still have a picture of him on your phone or at home. You are comfortable watching Jesus movies, but when Oga Obinna celebrates him is where you draw the line. He continued to argue that on Easter, people usually do the whole thing where you do the palms, and you do the whole thing where people whip others. Like, it's completely dramatized.
Like whole human beings on a cross.
Yes, on crosses. And somehow he's the one who's blasphemous. He continued to actually say, oh, Jesus was white, LOL. Read the Bible, read your history. Your ignorance is not my responsibility. That part I underline, I highlight, I put it in caps lock, and I include right next to the first and the end. You know, your ignorance is not my responsibility. And I love that. Could not have capped it in a better way. Because guess what? Jesus was probably black. This man was from Egypt. Mtu alizaliwa karibu na Egypt, anakuwaje a white man? Can you people stop this whitewashing and this brainwashing of the white man and this neo-colonialism that is confusing the living daylights out of you? You go to church and you see a white man being put on the cross and you're like, that's your Jesus. Honey child, if he exists, he black. If he belongs, if he's somewhere up in the heavens, as we all assume, he black. And he's daddy black too. I'm just fine. He daddy black, he black, his mama was probably black, so y'all should leave Oga Obinna alone.
True.
And if you want, come at me. That one I will fight you. Nitaku fight. But at the end of the day, I think it's too dramatic. Honestly, he was just dressing up. Yes, for clout, but still, I don't see why people took it out of context. If today I decided I will dress up like Margaret Thatcher, or I decided that nita dress kama bibi our presidente, what will you do? Nothing. I am just dressing up like someone else. I am just making fun. Mind you, he's a comedian. He's doing a lot more in comedy than a lot of y'all doing. Just saying. Just saying.
I just think it's very funny how the times we're in and the space we're living in right now, everybody is so fake woke.
Yeah.
And it's fake. All of it. It's so easy to offend somebody. You could just be over here. We're just talking. We're just telling each other a story. The two of us. And then somebody else who overhears this conversation comes in and says, excuse me, that was so offensive. I am so offended. You should be ashamed of yourself. And then they go further and pull out their cell phone. I'm recording this because you should be offended. You know, everyone is so offended. It's so offensive. Exactly. It's so offensive. And it is so annoying because even something that's supposed to to be funny, something that we would just laugh at. A normal human being would simply laugh at it and move on. But all of a sudden, you find the need to be offended, to take offense. You're the one who is going there and taking offense. Like, remember, like, especially these days, comedians, they're doing now a bit about being heckled, like any stand-up comedian during the crowd interactions, especially on TikTok, they are going to post their heckled bits because it's become such a thing where somebody in the audience is going to find offense, whatever they say. Even if they say, I really like drinking tap water, they're going to say, wow, wow, I am so offended.
Are dying.
There are
African
people
children
who are making
dying.
money, the people who are making money filtering water, and you would rather drink tap water. So offensive. And it's so annoying. As in, take a joke. We're celebrating the birth of Christ, you know? So if you're offended by that, you should also be offended by all of us who are saying, please, God, send us money to celebrate your birthday. You know, it's just something funny.
It's funny.
Stop doing that. You know?
And you know, the problem is we are so, as much as, yes, we are speaking about people being fake woke, it does inspire you to also get to that point where, guess what? You watch something and you're like, what did that man just say? Like, you start to also become a little offended. So this whole narrative of being offended by everything, we need to put a cap on it, because it's just doing too much. We ruined someone's name, Aki Karen. Why all the Karens in the world?
Yeah.
Even the black Karens.
You can't even be a Karen right now.
You cannot be a Karen in peace.
So sad.
Just because you cut your hair a little bit, Karen. Someone is about to run over your child and you're like pulling them a middle finger. Guess what? You're a Karen. Like, can we not? A woman being a boss, a woman doing her thing, being an entrepreneur, and just being vocal about her standing in community. You're a Karen. Like, we just need to. We are creating more
especially
trouble
when
than
you
we
don't
should.
tolerate disrespect.
Yeah.
Just because I won't tolerate every nonsense you're bringing my way doesn't make me a Karen. I'm just saying, please don't treat me like that. Don't talk to me like that. If you're going to address an issue, address it in a sane manner. But just because, you know, I am very assertive about my boundaries, oh, you're a Karen, keep quiet. Take a joke. Stop being offended by anything and everything.